right, Coach. First question is coming from Aaron Fentress with the Oregonian.
Come on, Aaron.
Aaron, you're either muted or your audio is not. The microphone's not working.
Onward.
All right, we're going to bounce to AJ McCord, and Aaron will come back to you.
How much were you guys keeping tabs on what was happening around the league in the second half?
Really, I think towards the end when the Clippers were playing Oklahoma City, I think the last few minutes when, the starters were out of the game, I wasn't, but a few of the players and coaches were.
Dwight James, NBC Sports Northwest.
Yeah, Terry, did any of the results for the other games surprise you a little bit? Dallas getting beaten pretty handily. What did you see, and what did you think did you see anything that you thought was a little weird?
Well, I don't know. I mean, to comment on the games around the league, at this time of year, you see different results. I mean, Clippers didn't play a lot of their main guys, and they're on the road. And Minnesota's young guys, they played all their guys. And so, been a lot of strange things happen. You remember 2 or 3 years ago when, Anthony Simons goes for 30-some points against Sacramento. Strange things happen on the last day of the season.
And what do you think about a series against the Nuggets again?
It's going to be a competitive series. It's obviously this game was not indicative of either team per se. Last time we played them, it was a 1-point game, so that was competitive. So it should be pretty interesting.
Coming back to Aaron Fentress.
Try this again. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Given all that this team has gone through this season, with the injuries and ups and downs, to be where you are right now, do you feel pretty good about the position you're in?
I really think what we did this year might be, it's up there. This is 9 seasons, and this might be probably one of the bigger accomplishments of regular season. The fact that Nurk missed half the season, CJ missed a third of the season. I think what we did, there were a lot of highs and lows, riding through some tough times. I thought what we accomplished was is pretty gratifying because it was not an easy season. There was, I think there was a lot of negativity out there, and we persevered through that. So I'm glad it's done. I'm glad we finished where we did. I think we overachieved by anybody's standards at the beginning of the season. I don't think anybody had us winning 42 games. So it was a very good regular season, all said and done. And now we're looking for the playoffs.
You guys came out tonight and pretty much, it wasn't over after the first quarter, but you left no doubt that you guys were meaning business. Did you feel really good about how you guys played in that first quarter?
I did. We moved the ball, we shot the ball well, defended. The first quarter was terrific. And, after you build a lead like that, to maintain it, obviously Denver didn't play their guys the second half, but the way we came out and played, that really set the tone for us.
Jason Quick, The Athletic.
Coach, you kind of already answered it, but 8 different playoff appearances, and you've always said that each season has its own unique kind of qualities. What would you say was kind of the defining thread of this year? Is it the perseverance you just talked about, or what would you say?
Over months and 72 games, I think it's hard to say that, but I probably divide it into categories. We got off to a slow start. I think what we did when CJ and Nurk were out was really a testament to the guys who were playing and to Dame, and how we were able to keep our head over 500 for those 25 games that CJ missed, the 35 games that Nurk missed. So, that was, I think that stretch to me was the most important stretch. And then, the next stretch was the 5-game losing streak, and then the winning 5 out of 6 on the road. And that, to the resilience to be able to do that when, like I said, there was a lot of negativity during that stretch. We played above it, stayed together, and really turned a corner. And now we're here.
James Hill, BNC Sports.
Coach Stotts, congratulations on all of your success. Can you talk about tonight's contest? You're able to out-rebound the Nuggets, and the Blazers really played some good defense.
Well, like I said, I think it's this game in particular when their main guys, when Jokic doesn't play the second half and, their starters don't play the second half, I think it's difficult to overanalyze this game. But the first half was a good first half. We scored the ball well. We maintained our lead. And I think that was the most important part overall about tonight's game.
Joe Becker, K2.
Terry, congratulations on getting the playoff spot that you got. And you talked about the trials and tribulations of the season. How pleasing is it that the team is playing its best basketball right at the right time?
Well, it's reassuring to know that what we've done over the last 2 or 3 weeks is sustainable. And, I think we have a good rhythm. We're healthy. And that's what you want going into the playoffs. Now that, momentum can be pretty fleeting in the playoffs, but you'd rather have it that way than any other way.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Coming back to Dwight James, NBC Sports Northwest.
Just a couple of clerical things, Terry. Have you been told yet when you guys would start the series? And do you know what your schedule might be over the next couple of days? Are you going to give them a couple of days off or one, or have you figured that out yet?
Tomorrow is definitely off. It's a blackout day. And then and to your point, I don't know if we're going to play Saturday or Sunday. I don't know when that's going to come out, but this is the most time most people have ever had to prepare for the playoffs. Usually your season's over Wednesday or Thursday and you're playing in the playoffs Saturday or Sunday. So we have extra time. I think we'll kind of piecemeal our practices and our preparation over the course of those 4 or 5 days, but we haven't set anything in stone yet.
Coming back to Jason Quick.
Coach, what do you think is the major differences between this Nuggets team and the one you faced 2 years ago in the semis?
Well, probably the main thing right now is with Jamal Murray being out. That's a big difference. And Will Barton, I don't know if he'll be back for the playoffs or not. So the team that we played 2 years ago were fully healthy, and I think this Denver team isn't. But you look at guys like they bring in Aaron Gordon, who is a younger version of Paul Millsap, and they've got Michael Porter Jr. has come into his own as a wing shooter, and Jokic is an MVP player. So they may not be quite as deep as they were when we played them in the playoffs, but the guys that are out there are pretty good.
All right, last question is coming from Leonardo Torres.
Coach, what do you think will be the key to the series against the Nuggets in the first round of the playoffs?
I think it's a little early to say what the keys are, but everything for them revolves around Jokic, his scoring, his passing, his rebounding. So how we can limit his effectiveness is probably the biggest key.
All right, thanks, Coach. We will wrap it there.
All right, thanks everybody.